Good morning to all of you listening to online lectures on soft skills. And as you all remember, presently we are discussing advanced speaking skills. In the previous lectures, we have talked about the various components of speaking and also the differences between various advanced speaking situations, namely of debates, speeches and oral presentations. But before I start this lecture, let me ask you a very important question, and that question is, have you ever felt nervous? I know you may not like this question, because for every speaking situation, most of us feel a little bit of nervousness. Since occasions for speaking are different, and especially those who have started their career, for them this question of nervousness is more. I know you may not answer like other speakers when they are also asked the same question, that how often have you felt nervous when you have been called to speak? Whether it is a situation of debate or oral presentation or speech, the very occasion actually makes most of us nervous. Let us go back to our past times, either at school or in college, when you are asked to give a speech, and remember the response that you had. You actually wished, as I said in the previous lecture, that it could have been better had your name not been announced. What was it? Why? You are intelligent, you have knowledge, you have ideas, you can express it well, but still you are frightened. So now, what actually is nervousness and how we can cope with this nervousness, and why people feel nervous? This question is more or less related to psychology. Of course, when you speak in a group of your friends, you feel very natural, you do not have any fear. But when you have to address a gathering of more than 50 or 100 people, you actually come across this feeling of nervousness. Now, what is this nervousness? This nervousness actually is a sort of fear. You are frightened, and it is actually this fear or this frightening factor is with all of us. I have been speaking for all these years, but whenever I have to speak once again for a different sort of crowd, I also come across some amount of nervousness. But you know, survey says that this nervousness is common especially with new people, with somebody who has started, with somebody who is inexperienced. So this nervousness is actually a sort of anxiety. Now what happens, despite the best preparations you have made for your debate, for your speech, for your presentation, you often find that you have actually a sort of feeling that you may not be able to deliver the best. Now this is actually a sort of anxiety, and anxiety is a psychological process, and in this state of anxiety, imagine, if you were to start driving a car and you didn't know what happened. Somebody told you that you can also drive, but you had once again a sort of fear. How? Now the question of this nervousness is because you do not know, you are frightened. It is a sort of anxiety, isn't it? So it is a sort of psychological and physiological state which is characterized by cognitive. You sometimes feel that you do not know if your name is called all of a sudden and you have to speak, so you start feeling the sort of butterflies in your stomach, and emotionally also you actually get so keyed up. The psychologists give this term, they call it a sort of arousal, and in this arousal we are keyed up, and what happens? You can watch the symptoms. As a speaker you can feel it, because this fear, it may not be watched, it may not be observed by audience members, but you can feel it inside, and these components, they actually give you a sort of unpleasant feeling, and this unpleasant feeling because you are frightened of how you will perform. So this nervousness is actually a feeling that tells you how you will be able to perform, and since it is a psychological process, you suddenly can realize that your throat becomes dry, throat is parched, and your hands started trembling, your voice suddenly became quivering. I mean, there were several ups and downs in your physical state. You felt a sort of difficulty in your abdominal control, and in your stomach there is actually a feeling, sinking feeling, and the sinking feeling is what will happen. You do not know, you are in a state of uncertainty, you start feeling that something wrong may happen. Now why all these things happen? Because you actually, as a person, you want to perform better. Now if you have this feeling, suddenly, as it is said that there is a sort of disorder within you which you only can feel. Heartbeat becomes very fast, rapid heartbeats, the words that you speak, they become very faster, and suddenly it is said that there is a sort of adrenaline surge in your body, and this adrenaline surge in your body, they actually keys you up, they gives you a feeling of arousal. Now if it is so, you might be thinking that you are the only person who comes across such a feeling. No, my dear friend, not. You are not alone. It is only because you realize it, that is why you feel. Otherwise audience do not have the time to understand your fear. They actually look at you only. How do they know that you are nervous? So if you have all these feelings and you feel that you are nervous, please ensure that this nervousness is good. Now you might feel, how am I saying that nervousness is good? On the one hand you feel as if something bad will happen, and I am telling you this nervousness is good. Yes, this nervousness is because you try to perform better. If you look at the examples of various people in their various fields, either as a speaker, as a musician, as a singer, as a cricketer, as a swimmer, all these people, when they went for their first competition, all of these people were nervous. Now when they became nervous, they actually, I say it in a different manner, that they became more conscious. You become nervous because you become more conscious. More conscious of what? More conscious because you want to perform better. You are aware of your potential, no doubt, but you want to prove yourself, and while you want to prove yourself, you become over conscious, more conscious, and that is why this nervousness. So this anxiety of performance, because you want that you should outshine others, and that is why this feeling is generated. But my dear friends, let me tell you, this nervousness is very natural. Now a sort of relief. This nervousness is very natural, it is very universal. It has often been said that even celebrities, even experienced speakers, when they had to give their speech, they also felt nervous. And that is why, in a survey, 80% of people said that they preferred death than to speak in public. Now, if I give you these statistics, you will realize that you are not a loner, you are not the only person. Psychologists go on saying that people become nervous only because they are more concerned about their image and about their image before the crowd. They feel that their nervousness is being watched by the people sitting there, and that is why they feel that it may bring a sort of damage to their personality. And in this state of nervousness, what people often do, they forget, even with the best intentions and best content that they have come here, they start forgetting things, they start forgetting their lines only because they are going to interact with these strangers. So, nervousness, my dear friend, is natural. It is often better that you become nervous, because once you become nervous, you try to perform better. Now the question is, do all of us become nervous? Yes, to some extent. Now suppose you are to cross a bridge. Even when you are driving on the road, you have little amount of fear because you do not know how the bridge is like. You start imagining, you start visualizing, and then when the bridge is there, you cross the bridge very smoothly because you are more conscious when you are crossing the bridge. So whenever we are exposed to unknown situations and whenever we are to interact with strange people, especially audience members we do not know, that is why we said in one of the lectures that you need to understand who are the audience members. And when you become nervous, you start losing your confidence level. You start losing your confidence level. But my dear friend, let me tell you that good number of psychologists, they have also realized that this nervousness is natural and it is universal. Let us see what William James, a famous psychologist, says. And what he says in essence means, since we want to survive, we want to have a survival strategy, that is why we feel nervous. Our natural survival devices take over to prepare us an emergency. As I said, you want to perform better, and that is why there comes a situation of emergency, and you know what happens is you want to perform it in such a manner that suddenly your entire body undergoes several changes. Our muscles tense for better agility. You want to be more prompt. Heart beat and breathe quicken to provide larger supplies. As I said, the adrenaline surges, they actually begin in our body, but then it has another positive side to it. It is more energizing. It has been said that the more this adrenaline surges, they actually pump more energy into your body, and once this energy is pumped and you start speaking, after some amount of time there is no nervousness. The fears are gone because you have been able to control. So provide large supplies of fuel. Our glands secrete fluids to sharpen our senses and give us emergency energy. That is why when you feel nervous, you will find that you want to outshine others, you want to outperform others, and that is why this nervousness is better. Let us try to understand certain facts, because if you are nervous, you can be normal also. How? Many novice speakers, they got nervous in their first speech. Many novice players, when they went to the field, you know, they start thinking, you know, somebody gets a test cap and goes for the first time to bat in a test match. So he is actually thinking by the bouncers and the googlies, and then he starts feeling a sort of nervousness. But once the ball has come and he is able to defend, or he is able to be in line, soon this nervousness is gone. So the same is true even of speeches. Nervousness is natural and it is universal. Nerves are actually useful to the speaker. Useful how? Because they provide you with excess of energy. It is energizing. Now it is for you to decide. As another philosopher named Sartre, you have heard, he says that it is for the people to realize that they are coward. And then he says, and then again, it is for the people to understand that they have a choice whether they want to be coward or not. So this nervousness, if you treat it in a different manner, but then if you are tumbled under this fear and nervousness, you are not able to perform. So if some amount of nervousness is felt within you, you start thinking that this is natural, this is normal, so soon this storm will go. It actually pumps extra energy and you become more agile, you become more active, and you start. But then you have to say yourself, as you know, one of the writers, Dale Carnegie, says, start thinking you are okay, I am okay. This you is the audience. Now, why do we fear this nervousness? Why are we frightened? We actually are frightened because before us there is a large crowd of members, and you start thinking that if my nervousness becomes visible on my face, if they come to realize, what will happen? What will happen, my dear friend? Will these audience members come and shoot you? No, not at all. They do not have the time to think about your nervousness. It is you only who are thinking like this. So it is better to say a farewell to nervousness and think about your own performance. It actually, this nervousness helps in improving the talk. Many people feel that when they feel nervous, since they become more energetic, because this nervousness has another facility, it is more energizing, so it pumps extra energy and it helps in improving the talk. Now, all you need to do is you need to control this nervousness. And as a speaker, when you are before all these hundreds and thousands of eyes before you, you should tell them yourself that all of these people, they have invited me because they want to listen to me. What a great opportunity to show my skill and my caliber, because I will be talking to these people. They know that I have got a sort of expertise in this area. Meaning thereby, tell yourself that everything is fine. There is no problem at all. You should start concentrating on your performance than thinking about your nervousness. So nervousness can be controlled. Control the nerves to do better. And you have the nerves within, and the nerves can be controlled, my dear friend. But how to do that? It is actually, tell yourself that you get nervous, and I often say, in the reason lies the remedy. If you understand the reasons why you become nervous, you will find that there are several reasons. The first is that you might be feeling that you are not well prepared. Of course, if you are not well prepared, how will you outshine? So, first is that you have to prepare well in advance. Prepare well in advance, because nothing is a better antidote than preparation. Preparation is actually the panacea. Preparation has got all the keys to help you get a control over nervousness. Another thing is that you are unfamiliar with the audience, that is why you feel nervous. So it is better when you go to speak. So do some homework, and the best homework is that you try to have a sort of query about the audience members. Who are the audience? Who will listen to me? What will be their age? What will be their education? So if you know about all these things, perhaps the task becomes easier. You will better frame yourself in a sort of frame where you can use your language, you can talk about the experiences, you can talk about examples from day-to-day life, from the particular field or from the particular discipline that your audience belongs to, and your task will become easier. Of course, especially for the new people, the inexperienced ones, because they come across this nervousness more, so they have to have a control over nervousness, and for that, the subject of the talk rather, that is again a problem for them. So initially, as an inexperienced speaker, the advice is to begin with those topics which you feel under your grip, under your control. Don't try to just touch the sky in the very first attempt. You will be able to control nervousness only after you have given so many speeches. Nowadays, you have several facilities at your beck and call, and you can make use of them. Because of the difficulty of the topic, you again feel nervous because you are not able to gather materials. So initially, inexperienced speakers should begin with those topics where they feel they are familiar with, and if you start preparing, this anxiety of performance will go. So it is better you start concentrating more on the topic, and initially you start thinking about speaking on topics which are familiar, which you have come across, and which will be appreciated. Of course, this may not be for larger crowds, but for smaller group of people, you can always do that. Especially students, they can call a group of their friends and they can say that I am going to give a talk on this, I am going to speak on this, and by saying this and by speaking before them, they can also gain their feedback. It is always better to make use of the feedback. Even if you are so shy, even if you feel so isolated, not having friends in this world of friends galore, you have the best friend of yours, that is your cell phone. Make cell phone your friend, but then I know you might be utilizing it for all the wrong reasons, but not for the right reasons. Record your own talk in a cell phone and look at, most of the cell phones have got this audio video facility. You can see yourself. You look at yourself. How do you look like when you speak? How does your body behave? How do your movements react? How do you walk? How do you throw your words? All these can be seen, and then also see how a particular accent on a particular words, or how you are able to situate the silence and the pauses, how you forget and you start feeling those silences with non-words, how you are not able to make use of silence and pauses. So these facilities are there. All you need to do is to make use of them. If you have decided a topic on which you are going to speak, the first thing, as I said earlier, first you have to tell yourself that you are not a coward. I am reminded of William Shakespeare, who in one of his plays, one of his characters says, "Cowards die many times before their death. The valiant test of death only but once." So you have to decide whether you are a coward or a brave person. A brave person has got enough nerves to control this nervousness. So first is decide your topic and then start researching on your topic, because you are going to speak. If you prepare a lot, nothing in the world can stop you from speaking. Of course, when you start speaking initially, you may have some bouts of nervousness, but if you tell yourself that it is quite natural, after some time this nervousness will go. So imagine, most of the time these new speakers, they do not want to exercise a lot. So what they should do is, they should actually give small talks in small groups where they can make use of their non-verbal behavior while speaking, and when the chance comes and if they have been provided with a feedback, they should work on those feedback, and then they should also make use of their eyes. Now, who are going to listen to you? Your audience members. So tell yourself that I am okay, you are okay, and then also treat them not as people who are enemies but as friends. Tell yourself that they have been here only to listen to you. They have come from far and wide to listen to you, and they are not hostile, they are very friendly people. You see, they have actually spent a lot of time listening to you, so they only see the outside, they do not see the inside. So treat your audience members as your friends and then start speaking. When you start first sentence and the follow-up sentences come, you will find after some amount of time you have been able to develop a sort of rapport, develop a sort of friendship with them, and the task will become easier. Now, many people often think, because in the audience members you will find there are people of different categories, and some people smile, some people whisper, some people have parallel conversation, some people look at you, some people give you a staring look. Now all these things may deviate you, but you are thoroughly prepared, and tell yourself that perhaps they are realizing or they are remembering their own times when they were also in the same position as yours. So you should react to their smiles and whispers as the beautiful compliments that they are providing, because you are doing your part so beautifully, you are enacting your role so beautifully. So take their smiles and whispers as their compliment, and that will help you a lot. My dear friends, nothing will happen. These audience members, they also want that you should deliver a very effective talk, a very effective speech, or a very effective presentation. So for that, what you need to do is you need to decide that you are to determine, you are to decide that you will do well, you will not disappoint your audience members, and in order to do that you have to do a lot of tasks before you come to deliver this presentation, and that is preparation. Again, if such a sort of feeling is there, the feeling of some sort of hesitation, some sort of sloppiness, some sort of movements, then you find nowadays there are several facilities. If you are to speak from a dais, you have another facility that the audience members are not able to see whether your hands or feet or legs, they are trembling. All you need to do is concentrate on your topic, and while concentrating on the topic, say yourself, bear it and not fear it. Let us face the situation. Most of the people get frightened because they are not able to face the crowd. Facing the crowd is very important. Facing the crowd, that is very important. How a speaker comes and stands. We have seen many novice speakers, when they come to speak, they do not spend a little time, rather they start speaking, and when they start speaking, because they are frightened that they will forget. That is why my advice to you is, when you come to the dais, please stand, please spend some time. We have also discussed, while discussing non-verbal communication, how it is to stand and how it is to create a rapport. It only takes a very little moment to create a rapport with your crowd, and if you tell yourself that these people are there to listen to me and they are very friendly, I think after some time the task will become easier. Again, but despite having said all this, many people may say, despite all these things, I do not have the courage to stand these faces, all these eyes looking at me. My dear friend, will they gobble you? Will they eat you up? And then, why don't you think that what ultimately will happen? The ultimate thing is that may happen is your talk may collapse, your speech may not be interesting, but then the audience also are there, it is their failure also. But remember, nothing will happen, neither the earth will crumble nor the sky will fall down, and ultimately if anything happens, the worst thing that may happen is your talk will not be appreciated, but then you will be able to take some lessons out of this, which you will realize after this talk is over, and you may utilize it in your next talk. My dear friends, if you start realizing that you are there to control your nervousness, and why can't you control? You have a well-researched topic, you have a very good preparation, you have a beautiful voice, you have a voice that can attract many people, you have a face that can launch 1,000 ships, you have an appearance that can actually captivate people, and you have a sort of personality that can really make you win any crucial moment, then what is there to fear? So fear is actually in the mind, and so long as we start frightening, we become frightened. So you have to come out of this fright. Psychologists call this fight or flight. So you have to fight this nervousness, and if you start fighting with this nervousness, there is nothing that can stop you. Since it is a psychological process, it is better to practice. Practice makes a man perfect, and practice some stress busters also. Now what are these stress busters? When you start speaking, before you start your first sentence, it is better to take a deep breath. it is always better to start with a pause and not start giving a verbal firework or creating a sort of holocaust. Nothing will happen. You have to be there. And again, your voice, which is quivering, it is quivering because you are nervous. But once you control it, you will speak very slowly, distinctly. There is no need to speak fast. It is only an inexperienced speaker who speaks fast. Experienced speakers always know that they have to adopt a certain pace, and they divide their thoughts into several units and then they speak. Slow and steady, as you know, they always win the race. There may be many moments when in course of your speaking you may feel that you have forgotten certain parts, but once again, let me tell you, nothing will happen. If you forget certain parts, you have another opportunity. Start reviewing, because audience members, they do not have much time, and when you repeat certain things, they will realize that you are becoming more explaining, you are becoming more candid. So review when you forget, and by the time you review, the next thread of thought will come to you and you will start feeling better. Since preparation is the best antidote, it is always better to check the venue well in advance. When I say venue, I mean the place where you have to speak and the sort of facilities which are there. For example, the acoustic, the microphone, the seating arrangements. So all these actually give you a lot of confidence. Confidence comes from preparation. So it is better to ensure that everything is in order, and once things are in order, you feel better. Nothing in the world can stop you from delivering an effective or a fruitful talk than to speak in a manner where it should not be taken that you are imposing your views, rather you are interacting. If you feel that there are certain parts where you feel you are not able to, you can cite examples, but of course this may not happen only in the beginning, it will actually take years. Every experienced speaker who today is a celebrity, if you look at their lives, because what you see, you are seeing it from the surface only, but you do not know how much of industry, how much of effort have gone behind making him a good speaker. So dear friends, nervousness, as I said in the beginning, is natural, it is universal. Tell yourself that you are not the loner, and if you fail in one talk, it will bring no damage to your overall personality, because there are many more opportunities waiting for you, and that will give you chance to realize your mistakes done in the past, so that when you speak next time, taking all these feedbacks into consideration, you will be able to give a better talk, a better speech, a better presentation. So let me once again tell you, be a little nervous, because by becoming a little nervous, you will become more conscious, and in course of time you will be able to handle this nervousness, combat this nervousness, and you will come out as a successful, as a meaningful and an effective speaker. Hence, the time has come to realize that you also will listen to various speeches, to various talks, and try to imitate some of the qualities that will help you not only in fighting the nervousness, but in creating a sort of niche for yourself where you will feel the world is beautiful, because there are beautiful audience members and they are friendly, and they only will provide you the energy to speak better. Hence, there is nothing to worry. Once again, tell yourself, you are okay, I am okay, and you will be okay. Thank you very much.